just to remind people of really a fundamental principle of love here is that it's 100% oriented, other oriented, I should say. So love is really something that we can only give. We can't demand it from somebody else. We can't change how much love we are receiving from other people, and we can't change how others love us in return neither. So we need a communication there. We need to communicate, I should say, the desire that we have for the love that we really need to receive. It doesn't really matter what love language you're talking about. It doesn't have to be physical touch. It could be any of the other love languages. Essentially, you know, we can only really communicate our desire and our need to feel loved in a particular way, but we cannot make others love us in the way that we want to be loved. In that sense, love is really other oriented. Yeah, it's not something that we can actually force. You can only really give your love. How the other person gives their love to you is entirely up to them and their decision, essentially. We can learn how to receive and give love in its other languages. Remember, there are 5 there. So it might not come as naturally to us to love in another love language, but for the time that we are in the lockdown and there is this physical distancing, it would help to start learning how to love, to learn how to receive and to give love in its other forms. We have the power to transcend the act of love into something that fills us and makes us more loved, but also vice versa on the other person. And lastly, on that point, yes, we can love ourselves, but with the view and purpose of loving others. So like I said, it's 100% other oriented. And yes, we can love ourselves, but the purpose of that is to be able to serve others. So again, the end goal is for others. So the ways of overcoming some of those challenges, I've already touched upon those. You know, learning to master the other love languages during this time, both in giving and receiving format. This is essentially what we call a maturation of our emotional intelligence. Yeah. To know that what the boundaries are of those around you. So greater communication between the two. That's the second thing, the second way of overcoming some of the challenges. To know yourself and know when your love tank is satisfied. So self-knowledge is the third one. From 2, actually hugging yourself physically. If you are if your love language is physical touch and you're a receiver, hug yourself from time to time, because actually it does smooth a lot of stuff in your heart. And know that everyone needs physical touch too. It's a fundamental human need. Yeah, it's a fundamental human need, and it means that everybody at this time is going to need physical touch. It's just that those whose primary receiving love language is physical touch will feel it amplified even more, and it's greater for them. So that's the summary. That's the kind of overall message that I really wanted to share with those whose love language is physical touch, either in giving or receiving. And if you want to know more about the love languages, I do have a workshop coming up on Saturday the 6th of June at 2 p.m. So it's free as well. So do feel free to join me and the others who will be joining me. And thank you so much for joining me live, guys. It's my first time, so I would really appreciate lots of feedback. So thanks, San, for being there all the way through, and love you guys loads, and speak soon. Bye.